What's up, though? I see we got my mans and them, Gino and his boy. First up, Gino. Letting y'all know that y'all all too late. Well, not all too late, but y'all are late. Yo, Charlo. What's up, though? And I'm wrong being second. Hey, I was last plenty of times. And now I'm first. So what's happening, y'all? What's up with Jamel Charlo? Like, man, I know they're gonna throw him a parade tomorrow, probably in Houston. And man, he deserves a parade because in the first time in a full belt era, this is the first undisputed world champion we didn't have. And for those that believe the Charlos have like anger management problems or whatever. Good now? Yeah, but last night was Jamel Charlo putting on a great performance. And it was a real good fight. You know, Brian Castano fought a good fight for like 7 rounds. I believe it was in round 8 or 9. Charles started taking over. And man, I think the body shots, the jab to the body is what slowed Brian Castano down. And Charlo came to fight. The first time it was a little different for Charlo. I think that he had whispers in his ear about how good Brian Castano was. But in yesterday's fight, he could care less. He was focused on the task, and the task was to become undisputed. Yeah, what's up, man of God? Man, listen, and he gave it up to God. That's what I was most impressed. Afterwards, he said he got focused. Like you heard in the interview, he was giving it up to God. Said he put God first, and that's what you got to do to reach the highest level that can be reached. And what I mean, do good afterwards, because two can give it, God can, so can Satan. El Taro, what up, though, buddy? You all right? Had a long day as usual, but guess what? We're still in this boy. We're gonna always be in this boy, huh? Hey, let me know. Is it buffering? El Taro, Clayton, is it buffering? Let me know if it's buffering or not. Yes or no? Is it buffering? I guess it isn't. But what's next for Charlo? Should Charlo fight Fundora? Mess around, get beat, taking a chance. Clay said, no, I'm good. Or should Charlo move up in middleweight like his brother did? Or, hey, maybe he should fight Terrence Crawford at welterweight, at junior middleweight. But Terrence Crawford got to get past Errol Spence first. So I don't know. Terrence Crawford said after he take care, little bro, he going for big bro. Now, one thing both guys got in common, Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo, is that both are trained by the same person. Both are world champions. Both are knockout artists, man down. And Terrence Crawford is a boxer. Now, what's next for Jamel Charlo? So if he moves up in weight, now we know the Charlo brothers, sometime they get into it. Could we possibly see Lil Bro fight Big Bro? Jamel versus Jamal at middleweight. Do y'all think that would ever happen, though? Now Jamel He's got all the belts. Jermell was the man at first when it comes to both brothers. Then Jermell lost. So then Big Charlo became Big Charlo. No losses with the belt in the Germanweight division. Then he moved up to middleweight. Now Jamel Charlo is Big Charlo because he got all the belts. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ain't talking about the other belts. Those towards us belts. Who cares about the intercontinental and the state belts? We talking about world championship belts. Matter of fact, SB, that's what I meant to do. Lil Eric is grab my belt. Eric, come here. Yeah, I gotta grab my belt. Now, somebody said it's the Charlo brother twins. Grab this belt, girl. Yes, they are. Now, get the belt right there. Let's go. So, now, so hold on. So, no. You remember this? Yeah, Kobe, we definitely in the house. Now, we say, hold on. So, Gino said if Tony Harrison outboxed him, big outbox Charlo, Bud would school him. You gotta remember, Tony is a big Jermell. He ain't he's tall. He like 6 feet, 6'1". Bud maybe about 5'10". But he don't have the frame, Bud, to be going up to middleweight. Tony Harrison definitely can go up to middleweight, put on some weight, and he can actually go up to super middleweight. So it just depends. Yeah, So thank you, champ. This right here, somebody told me last night to put this on my shoulders. So here we go. Y'all got it. This is one of them. I could have both of them on there, but yeah, this right here is just one of the belts that Jamel Charlo took or won. Matter of fact, I think he won. He already had the IBF. This right here, and the WBC, and the WBA, and what he won last night was the WBO. But I don't care what nobody say, Gino. This is the favorite. This is my favorite. This is the best belt, the IBF. Because at the end of the day, to be honest with you, we all blood. We all blood. We all bleed. We all use the bathroom the same, but right here, we all blood. The IBF belt. Y'all see? It's strap season. Let me let y'all see exactly what it says too, so y'all can kind of see what Charlo has. One of the Charlo belts. You see IBF. Y'all see it good? World champ. And you can't go buy one of these. You have to earn it. You feel me? So let's keep this boy right here. Yeah, so Clay Mop. Appreciate you, my brother. And peace be free. For real. So so what's next for Jamel Charlo? What y'all tell me what y'all think should be next. Should Jamel Charlo fight Fundora? Real hard fight. Should Jamel Charlo fight his brother? Real hard fight. But to be honest with you, I don't think that would happen. But I'm just never. Should Jamel Charlo? I don't know. It's just a lot of possibilities. Hey, what should he do? Should he wait for the winner between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford? Because Errol Spence said that if the money was right, that he would fight Charlo. So, I would guess that they say if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So if that's the case, do Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo spar anymore? Probably not, because if I know you thinking about fighting me and you'll fight me, you done brought it up in the public's eye and said that you will fight me, I really don't want to spar you anymore. Because what if we fight? I don't want you to get to know who I am what's my weakness? What's my strength? You know, and that's just real talk. Yeah, LeVar Cooper, what's up, my dog? How y'all doing? So, let me see. Fundora is a problem. Yeah, Fundora is a problem. Yeah, Fundora is a problem. You bet. Hey, listen, stay away from him. See, when you already done made money, and you got guys like Fundora who hasn't made any money, you know, or for instance, what's my man Boots Ennis? He's a problem because he is good and he ain't made the money yet either. So guys like Fundora, guys like Boots, who good but haven't made that money, hasn't got that recognition, that fame that Charlo has and Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence has. Them guys are problems. So you don't want to step to those guys, not focus. And why should you have to go backwards? Because Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and Jermell Charlo will be going backwards, fighting Fundora, fighting Boots Ennis, and that's just real talk. When I was current champ, the current champ, I'm talking about you look up in the champ right then and there that could fight and defend my belt and make millions right then and there, me, that's who. I felt like I didn't have to fight. Well, I shouldn't have had to fight. The number one contender. But every time you looked up, I had to fight the number one contender because I didn't have. Yeah, I just want to lay on this belt right here. I love it so much. It's my best friend. I felt like being in the position I was in, number one, the champ of the world, the oldest world champ in junior middleweight history, I should be able to pick and choose. And a fan base out of this world. You got to remember, I was on the hit series, The Contender, which was huge. I'm talking about super huge. So I felt like, why should I have to fight these young up and coming guys that's hungry with nothing to lose? And I'm, done paid my dues, been boxing since the 90s and finally became a world champ. Why aren't I able to get in a ring with Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't I fighting Miguel Cotto? Even though Miguel Cotto called me out and we could have fought, the money wasn't right. The guy tried to clown me and I didn't fall for the okie doke. Why Canelo won't fight me? Me and Canelo were close to fighting, but Oscar De La Hoya said, no, not today. So I'm just not understanding. If you are the champ of the world, and you 37 years old, why in the heck is they still scared to fight me? Some could say high risk, low reward. I say get the out of here. Because when you a champ and you got a fan base, the money is there. So, if I don't know boxing, I don't know nothing. So yeah. You're right. It says you right. Fight for the big money bag. Yep, that's right. The big money bag. Yeah, Charlo have improved. He improved from the last fight because the last fight I think he lost. Yeah, for real. Desmond, what's up, though? Desmond Higgins said you should have took that fight with Cotto, beat him, and then called the shots. Yeah, I did have a chance to fight Cotto, but listen, I'm not gonna let you play me. Especially when I know you're trying to play me. And Cotto's trying to play me. For real. It was crazy. You hear me? Super crazy. I wasn't falling for it. Yeah, you said Fundora needs his opportunity, but Castano is one of his mandatories. Fundora, listen, Castano cannot be a mandatory to Fundora because Fundora is not a world champ. So either Fundora is mandatory to Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. Or Castano is one of the mandatories to one of those guys. But Casazu is not the mandatory to Fundora, and Fundora is not the mandatory to Casazu, because a mandatory is somebody that's fighting for the belt. The big money is in every weight class if you can promote it right. I think the big money is in the heavyweight division. The big money is in the middleweight division, the super middleweight division, the welterweight division, and whatever division that Javante Davidson I'm in. Him and Devin Haney or Devin Haney and Cambosis, them are the big money weight classes. And now that Charlo has all of the belts, man, he can make $10 million if he make the right decisions, guaranteed per fight if he negotiates. See, I believe the first time that he got in the ring and lost, I think it was more or less them people's being mad at him. Like, oh yeah, because he got besides himself, got too big for his britches, and I think he was trying to take this strap right here, right? I think he was trying to take this boy to Eddie Hearn and him to the zone, and I think the powers that be said, "Oh no, you ain't." So next thing you know, he was a new world champ. And not saying my man's gonna didn't put that work in, but I'm saying I think it was more to it than just him losing. Now with that loss on his record, he couldn't go negotiate to get the bag. You know what I mean? Now you got to stay humble, get humble, or be humble once again. But after that, if you notice, my man got quiet, got humble, and he fought Tony Harrison in a rematch. And even though Tony was beating him, clearly they had him winning. Now, when he fought against Castano the first time, go look at the fight. Castano won that fight, bro. So really, Castano, and that's sad and it's bad for boxing that they actually robbed him like that, because he is and should have been the undisputed champ of the world. And the rematch, I don't mind a rematch. And the rematch should have been Jermell Charlo taking his belts from him. So both guys in the full belt era should have been crowned undisputed champs of the world. But now, now that fight didn't happen and it was a draw, I felt like Brian Castano should have came to the fight real mad. I'm talking about so mad, he wasn't going to let nothing stop him from winning that fight. Now, I don't know if it was a game plan. Is the reason why he didn't look like he looked the first time. I mean, he looked average. He looked at, to be honest with you, nowhere near the guy he looked like the first time they fought. And Jamel Charlo looked like a whole different guy. And sometimes in a fight, and of course him and his brothers twins, he looked like Big Charlo, the bigger brother in a bigger weight class. And I was like, man, did they change? You know what I'm saying? Because if you got a twin, you can go to school, you know what I mean, and be your twin. You can tell you, look, I got you. I'm gonna go in class to be you today. Like, all right, and it can work. Now, of course, we know that didn't really happen, but just seemed like he just got stronger. He got bigger and everything later in the fight. And Brian Castano started fading. He started fading, and that was the difference in the fight. And Jamel knew it, because one thing he do have is experience. You don't win all the belts except one going into that fight and not have experience. So, the right man won. The right man, the guy who I thought would win won, even though I wasn't rooting for him, and it ain't because I don't like him. It's just that I felt like Brian Castano won the first fight and they played him. But it is what it is. We see who won last night for sure. It didn't go to the judges. Knockout sale. And if you don't want to be cheated, just like in the first fight, if Brian Castano didn't want to be cheated, he should have knocked out Jamel Charlo. But he didn't. So, and results, Charlo came back stronger. He made adjustments. And man, I said it all night. All you gotta do is go look at the replay and see what I said. I was like, He's open for the left hook. He's open for the left hook. And he got caught with the left hook. Yes, he did. Castano didn't make no adjustments. For sure. Hey, for Charlo say he called the KO too. My man B Jackson say shout out to everybody in the chat. For sure. Yeah, you gotta remember in the first fight, Charlo didn't have all the belts. He had most of the belts, but he didn't have all the belts. So, both guys were champions. So yeah, that's why it was a draw. If Charlo was the undisputed champ when they was going to the fight, then I could see it being a draw. But we talking about the straps, all the straps up for grabs in the first fight. Yeah, so yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Everybody in the chat. Now, we already talking about Charlo versus David Benavidez. We talking about Big Charlo though versus David Benavidez because Jamel Charlo is at junior middleweight, not middleweight. So yeah, what's next for Jermell Charlo? What y'all want to see him do? Do y'all want him to stay where he at? Mess around, lose focus because he already cleaned out the division. When you clean out the division, it's time to move on. What's next? I don't know. I mean, unless they're gonna pay him to fight Fundora, $30 million. I'll fight him then because even though Fundora looked good against Erickson Lubin, Jermell Charlo beat Erickson Lubin. But Erickson Lubin has gotten better. And it's just that styles make fights. I don't think that Erickson Lubin should have been in a fight against Fundora. I think that Fundora or Erickson Lubin should have fought in the future. And one of those guys should have fought Charlo. But they wanted him to be undisputed because now guess what? PBC can go to the networks and say, we want $30 million next time Jamel Charlo fight. He was the first ever in the full belt era undisputed champ of the world. So I'm just saying, I'm calling the ace of ace and the spade of spade. So yeah, I don't know. What up, champ? I said in the preview show I called a 10th round KO. I might have to go look back and see if you really call it a 10th round KO. I think you capping. I like Jermell versus the upcomers, or just vacate and move up and maybe fight someone like Boo Boo. Nah, I wouldn't fight Boo Boo. That'd be a hard fight for no money. So Kobe Camp say even if Jermell was fight with Castano, he was robbed with the first fight with Tony Harrison, so everything is equal. Good card, champ. Male to go with vacancy. I don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna find out. But if he got to fight for Fundora next, he giving that build up. Listen, he ain't about to do that one. No. I mean, I ain't like he's scared of him because he just beat the man to beat the man. It was only one world champ in his weight, and he took the title last night. We drinking good juice, y'all. So what's next for the champ, y'all? Say Mel not vacating those belts. I don't know. We gonna find out. Hey, it won't be long. We gonna definitely find out. Hey, don't be surprised though, because it's a lot of stuff going on behind closed doors. Stuff just don't get made overnight. People got stuff, or promoters and matchmakers and networks have stuff in play 2-3 months, 4-5 months ahead of schedule. CIE Fashion Magazine TV said fight Eric Solani Lara. Eric Solani Lara done fell off. He ain't the same fighter anymore he used to be. He used to be the boogeyman. Didn't nobody want to fight him. He's on his last leg. And don't get me wrong, the Charlo brothers, Eric Solani Lara used to call the Charlo brothers out all the time. He used to just mess with them because he was like big bro. But now I think they actually, bigger than him and probably better than him now. But, at one point in time, he probably had to play with them because they were younger. He had more experience. But it's a different day now. Times have changed big time at K9 Boxing. Say Mel told on Australia Reporter. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that, champ. I saw that. Yep, you already know what they're trying to do. They already trying to do. They trying to get them belts back, bring them belts back to Australia. They want, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't dare fight nobody in Australia if I'm a champion of the world and he's the underdog. Yeah, Mel definitely deserves to be on a pound for pound list. He should be in the top 5. He got all the straps, you know. Josh Taylor should be on. Used to, well, until the last fight, he should have been in the top 5 because he had all the belts. But I think they robbed the fighter that Josh Taylor fought in his last fight. Yeah. So yeah, what y'all got next for Jermell Charlo? Who y'all think he should fight? I mean, I haven't heard y'all say no names. I would say, ooh, that'd be a good one. I think I already said the good ones. You know, Terrence Crawford, if he can get past Errol Spence. I don't know, move up the junior middleweight. I mean, move up the middleweight and fight Triple G. Move up to fight the catchweight at 164 and fight Charlo. I mean, fight Canelo. Mungal, that'd be a good fight. I don't know though. I think Mungal might be a little too strong for him. Mungal can take a punch. He ain't punch drunk. And just think if Brian Castano was a little bigger, you know, you gotta remember Miguel, he's coming with that power and he's coming with that pressure. He can take a better punch than you know, he's a bigger version of Brian Castano. And at times Brian Castano was putting some real serious pressure, some real heat on Jamel Charlo. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah, I was definitely thinking that too. But most likely they won't do it. You know, have there ever been any brothers that fought each other in the sport of boxing? I'm talking about for world championships or for big paper. I don't think we ever had that. I can agree with you saying too. Turn on house, that's a good point. And you gotta stay focused. And two twins fighting would sell. Man, man, listen. If they can build that up, that'll be, man, listen. But I don't think that'll happen. You know, they did a lot of fighting for free already when they was kids. And probably even now. I don't know. I feel like that fight would suck because they love each other. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't see it. Wouldn't want to see it happen. And come on, man, they call themselves Lions only. So real talk, they're not gonna fight each other. You know. No, somebody say you can say anything about Jamel. One thing you can't say is that he lazy. Oh no, he definitely ain't lazy. Them boys work hard. Yep. So yeah, man. But one thing he don't need to do is he don't need to sit on them belts and wait to get rusty. I mean, while the iron is hot, fight again right away. Um, fight just fought last night, which is we in May. Fight again in June. Then fight again in August. Keep fighting. You got to stay active. Keep fighting. You know, make your name. Every time somebody say boxing, make them say Jamel, because he got all the belts, but I don't know if he bigger than Errol Spence. He got all the belts, but I don't think he's bigger than Javante Davis. He got all the belts, but he ain't bigger than Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. He should work on getting in some commercials. You know, he should work on getting some deals like a Nike deal or Jordan deal. He need to build his fan base up. Ryan Garcia don't have all the belts. I don't even know if he world champ. But go look at his social media feed. Go look at his Instagram. And you know, he's done a heck of a job, you know, marketing himself. And he don't have all the belts. I don't even think he got one belt. But You know, somebody's did a great job with his PR, and Jamel needs that. I mean, he got a head start because anytime you got a twin, it's a lot easier for you to get out here. So somebody needs to do a better job with promoting him. I'm talking about to Nike, to Adidas. You know, if boxers can get basketball contracts to get in the ring, they can get basketball contracts with shoes and clothes and you know, coffee, whatever the case may be, Gatorade, you know, and that's just real talk. But you know, the promoters care less. They care about when you in the ring and you fight. They get money off you when you get in the ring. The endorsement deals are something you got to work on your own. You can probably get 100% of that because the promoter, the manager, they might not have nothing to do with that, and especially if it's not in the contract. So that's something your team have to do. That's your hey, listen. Now, I don't know if Brian Castano won a rematch. I mean, we already had a rematch, and in a rematch he got stopped. So what's next for Brian Castano? Will he fall off, you know, the planet Earth, figure of speech in a boxing ring? Should he fight Eric Solandi Lara next? Should he fight Erickson Lubin whenever he step back in the ring? You know you're on a 90-day suspension because he just got stopped. So you can't get back in the ring for a fight for at least 90 days. Fundora, probably the next best fighter at junior middleweight division, you know, other than Jermell Charlo. Will he fight Jamel Charlo next? I will be trying to catch Canelo at the right time. And the right time to catch Canelo is right now because he just lost. And where he knew that he was human, like what, 9 years ago when he lost to Mayweather? He's back to life, back to reality. He's back to reality and he's back to life. So if I was any super middleweight, I would be trying to get in the ring with Canelo. Just like everybody is trying to get in the ring with Jake Paul. I think everybody and their cousin that got gloves should be trying to get in the ring with Canelo. Because at the end of the day, you fight Canelo, you might get your biggest purse. And with Jamel Charlo winning all 4 belts, he already had 3, winning that other belt, becoming undisputed, man, I would be, if I was Charlo and Canelo coming off a loss, I'd be like, I want Canelo, you know? And that'd be crazy because Jamal, his big brother, has been trying to get Canelo for the longest. Now, to be honest with you, it's 3 guys that's real close to each other that could possibly get a fight with Canelo. Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo, and Jermell Charlo. Now that's if Canelo don't take the rematch with Dimitri Bivol. And it don't look like he gonna take the rematch. Don't even look like he want the rematch. And Bivol already said that he don't even think that he can actually get down to super middleweight. And I like him saying that because it let me know he ain't desperate for the money and he ain't gonna just fall for the okie doke. But you know, money talk, man. You know, when people get to get in your ear, you know, you can say one thing, but then if the right person get in your ear, you can be like, you know what? That makes sense. And that's what can happen. The right person get in his ear, it could be a game changer. At K9 Boxing. Yep, so I don't know, you know, if that's the case. Fashion magazine. And I don't know. Listen, when you lose your last fight, you don't go in there like you King Kong the next fight. So like I say, If Charlo got a chance to beat, any Charlo got a chance to beat Canelo, it'll be now. Not after a victory. I mean, you know, I know Canelo's gonna come back with a vengeance, and he's gonna try to take that anger out on his next opponent. And I think Canelo's next opponent will be Triple G. And I'm just saying. SB. What up, though, champ? Is this the SB I know? I don't know. Is it? Jamel has to be more fan-friendly. He's not approachable. People are afraid of him. Mel need to take notes out of Shane Moses' book. Shane, stay smiled. People love this character. That is so true. SB. That is the truth. You right, SB. Marvin Johnson said you should challenge Jake Paul. Man, in a heartbeat. But you know, these fighters, you know what I mean, that ain't really fighters, but call themselves fighters, ain't trying to take no chance against no former world champ. Especially if his trainer done got beat up by me. He gonna say, no, they're K9 strong, bro. And one of the favorite words they like to say, K9 awkward. And I did a video called Awkward Fighters. Y'all should check that out. It's really a good video. Because if awkward is supposed to be bad, then why did Floyd Mayweather say that the aqua fighter name, what's his name? He's the most aqua fighter in the world. He be the drunken master. If he said a drunken master at one point in time was the toughest competitor he ever been in the ring with, then how is awkward bad? If awkward is bad, then how did Prince Nassim become world champ? If awkward is bad, how did Ray Jones become world champ? If awkward is bad, how did Tyson Fury become world champ and defeat the boogeyman, Deontay Wilder? So yeah, I gotta do a new video about Aqua Fighter, part 2, the Aqua Fighter. Yes, indeed. Cedric Sports Training. Toxic Gameplay say very good Aqua Fighter. Who's on the ready is Raheem. I ain't up on him. I beat up Jay Young plenty of times. Not one time have we ever sparred that he got off on me. Nope. You are absolutely right, champ. Absolutely right. And that's a true story right there, too, Taro. A bark, a bite, a overhead right. What's up, Spider Moose? Toxic play. Yep. Of course I did that. I've been there. I've done that. Yeah. Augusta. Yeah. Augusta was a bad man. A very bad man. Yeah. Real talk. So this right here, red belt right here, looks so pretty right here. And man, Jamel Charlo got one of these boys. Another one. I don't know if y'all remember that song. Biggie Gat's called Another One. And the boy got another one. You hear me? Yeah, but I just want y'all to know, like, because, you know, people, it's so easy to forget that when y'all tap in live with me, that I'm a true world champion. You know, I ain't just a regular guy on YouTube that got a YouTube channel and call it something boxing. You know, this is K9 boxing for real. You know, a 2-time world champ. Yeah, real talk. Yep. So yeah, I always appreciate my peoples for tapping in. You know, and one thing what we do, we keep it 100. You know, we gotta keep 100. Yeah, I had to take it to the streets, B Jackson, on that one for sure. You know, you can't go out there and outbox everybody, or you shouldn't go out there and outbox everybody. If a person can't handle you going street on them, go street on them. You know, styles make fights. I had to go street. It was meant to go street because if I'd have tried to box him, he probably would have got confident, got cocky, and you never know, he might have would have beaten me. But why try to outbox somebody that can't handle your power? Take it to them. You know what they say on Mortal Kombat? When a guy is down or hurt, finish him. I have to finish him. You hear me? That's what we do at K9 Boxing. Man, y'all also know this right here stuff is good right here. Oh, boy. 100% pressed juice. You know what I mean? Not from concentrate. Oh, I see my dog Earl Kenner and this boy. Let's go, champ. What's up, Earl? What's happening, champ? What it do? Two-time world champion, Crunk Gym legend. You know it. You already know what we do. You already know what we do, champ. We don't play. We don't play that. We don't play that, homie. We don't play that, man. But I'm happy for Jermell Charlo. I'm happy for anybody that take boxing serious, that take care of their family, and that put God first. And last night, I think it was the first time, and even he had mentioned that it's the first time in camp that he went to God. You know, and you know when you go to God, man, boy, oh boy, you going to the right person. He is the healer. He is the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the end, the first, and the last. And with him, all things are possible. Now, when I won my first world title, this boy right here, let me tell you something. I was in there hitting Corey Spinks with everything but the kitchen sink. And he wasn't going nowhere. I just was hitting him. And I'm talking about, I know I'm hitting this boy with some leather. And the man wasn't going nowhere. And I just was like, you know, God, you know, like, when is it going to happen? And I just heard in my spirit, keep working. Man, I say 5 seconds left. Doop, doop. It was over with. I got on my knees and I said, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I was so happy, man. I was so thankful to God that I did what millions of people thought I'd never do. I won the world title. This boy right here will go down in history. I will go down in history as a world champion. And not just a world champion. I go down in history as the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. Let me rewind that. I go down in history as the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. Let me see what SB talking about. Let me see. Jamel Charlo dominated 54. There's no need for him to stay there. I don't think any of the guys at the weight gives him motivation. Jamel should go to 160. Thank you. Absolutely. SB, let's go live. SB, I got them coins for you, champ. Let's go live. Hey, listen, SB, tell him like it is. Can y'all make some great sense? Y'all making good sense, but make some great sense like SB. You made Spinks look easy. You know why? Easy work. That's what we say in the gym. Easy work, champ. Easy work. Those belts are beautiful. They meant to be beautiful, man. You know, you work hard as I don't know what. Am I allowed to say hard as hell? When you work hard as hell, boy, they better be beautiful. You feel me? Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't mind being the WBC world champ because that green belt looks marvelous. You remember that? You look marvelous. You know, it looked marvelous, but that red belt looked marvelous as well. You feel me? And because at the end of the day, what's great about these boys, let me make sure I let y'all see it. It ain't upside down. Is that it says world champion. Do you see what it say world champ at? That boy don't say state champ. Come on, somebody. That mug say world champ. Casby always asks me, man, is them diamonds real? Yeah, them diamonds is real. Is that gold real? Man, listen, that boy say world champ. That's what that boy say. You hear me? World champ. So put some respect on my name, boy. You hear me? Stop playing with me. Stop it. As we always say to Jim, when a cat getting beat up, hey, word up to my boy Bam. Stop it. Yeah. Let the beatings begin. At K9 Boxing. Let's go, champ. A bark, a bite, overhead right. Y'all better go check me out. One thing SB was telling me too, and I respect her for that, is that they can say what they want to say about you. Every time K9 you came to the fights, you was bringing it, not just saying it. I'm trying to knock everybody out. Even the fight when I lost against Jermell Charlo. Man, listen, I went to that fight with a bruised rib, feel me? And still took the fight at 41 years old. And still, when I got knocked down, I was still trying to get up and fight. No, don't stop the fight. Because I'm fighting until I'm out of there. You know what I mean? You got to kill me to beat me. You know, feel me? Real talk. So one thing about me, hey, listen, I've been a dog, gonna always be a dog. Ain't nobody gonna never stop me from being a dog. You know what I mean? I went from the streets to the ring to becoming a world champ. A world, not a state champ, not a hood champ, not a gym champ, a world champ. You hear me? Now put me in the Hall of Fame and quit playing with me. You know, respected Sylvester Stallone, respected Rocky. I ain't gonna, hey, listen, no cap. But if Rocky is in the Hall of Fame, what in the hell? And might not be in the Hall of Fame. Who is strong candidate at 154 that can take over the division? Minus Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. I'm going to get some of them belts. I want to face Jamel Charlo for all the straps at 49 years old. Tell me, do y'all think that I can beat Jamel Charlo at 154? If I was to say, forget everything else, focus at 49 years old, do y'all think, because y'all know with God, all things are possible, do y'all think I can get back in the ring? 2-3 fights, it's going to take me a few fights, though. Do y'all think I can get back in the ring and regain the world title and become the oldest world champ again at junior middleweight? Do you think that even if Charlo fought me, that he would even take me serious? Do you think he'd be like, man, come on, man, this guy, my brother beat him, man. This guy's old, he's washed. What y'all think? I think I can do it. I'll tell you, listen, one thing about me, boy, whenever you tell me I can't do something, I always show up and show out. I ain't got a great hair yet, you feel me? So I can still do it. I can still do it. Real warrior, clap, clap. Come on, man, talk to me. Clap, clap. Real warrior, appreciate you. Boy, Spider Moose says totally agree with Marvin. I thought Wilder won. Yes, sir. You do, champ. What up, though, Benny? My man's Benny in the building. And I used to work for Benny Johnson. Minus Jamel Charlo, should he move to 160? Hey, SB says, should Jamel Charlo move to 160? Now, SB, I'm trying to get you on the live. What y'all think? Should Jamel Charlo move to 160? Or should he fight at 154? If he fight at 154, he should just fight bums. Call it the bum of the day and just make millions. You know, if Jake Paul can fight any and everybody.
Bro, no. My question is,
and then he should be able to fight any and everybody.
Who is strong candidate that's, if Charlo going 154 and miss all the belts is up for grabs, who is a strong candidate can take on that division? That's my question.
I don't know. I want you to come on live with me because then I can understand better. I don't know. So let me see. I'm trying to figure this out. SB said minus Jamel Charlo, should he move up to 160? Oh, who can take over 154? I think that's what SB was saying. At 154, who can take over? Oh, Fundora can take over. If Charlo move over, Fundora smashing everybody. Hey, if Charlo move up in weight, man, listen, that 6'6" giant, his name is Fundora. If y'all know about that kid, oh my goodness, that boy, listen, he's 6'6", could have played basketball in the NBA if he knew how to hoop, but he decided to be a boxer. You hear me? Hey, and he only 3 inches shorter than Tyson Fury at junior middleweight. That boy is gonna take over the division. I'm talking about if Charlo there or not. That boy young, strong, punch hard. Man, he ain't nothing to play with. Man, did you see what he did to my mans and them? Erickson Lubin? Fundora, hey, listen, Sebastian Fundora, stay there. Heck out that boy's way. Stay out his way. Move out the way. When that boy come through, move out the way. You just turn the other way. Turn the other cheek. You know, the Lord said turn the other cheek for real. And I would turn the cheek from that cat. That boy a beast. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hey, y'all know who he is? Sebastian Fundora. That boy a beast, y'all. at 154. How in the world did this man make 154 at 6'6", 6'7"? I don't think it'll ever be a guy, ever, 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 especially with what they put in these chickens. You know, these chickens at KFC are so big. I don't think we'll ever find or see somebody at 154, 6'6", 6'7" ever again. SB, you going live? Say nope. He should stay at 154 and own the weight class like Hagler did middleweight in his era. He already owned it. He undisputed. He's a whole nother animal, man. He's a whole nother animal. Yeah. Uh-oh. So what they talking about? That SB, what is that? Pound for pound. I think this is the pound for pound ratings right here. I can't see it. Yeah, let's see what it say. Oh, Jamel Charlo, Sebastian Fundora. Y'all see it? Hold on. Gotta skip that ad. It's all in my way. I can't stand these ads, especially if I ain't putting them up. So hold on. We got Jermell Charlo, Sebastian Fundora, Brian Castano done moved down. Costa Zoo, I think he'll get hurt. Liam Smith, man, is he still on here? I ain't seen Jack in I don't know how long. Harrison Lubin, they played the mess out that man. Tony Harrison, he looked good his last fight. Dennis Hogan. Oh man, like Hulk Hogan. Is that Hulk Hogan's brother? Dennis Logan. Get over here. Lose a bit. Oh, hold on. Taryn Gosh. Oh, you can forget about the rest. You know, they just down there. I don't know all of them. But the top, I think in that, listen, number 2, the young man that's at number 2, Fundora, that boy, how old is he? How old is he, SB? Anybody know how old that boy is? Yeah. Now look at this guy's resume, his record. So he's 19-0 with how many knockouts is that? I can't see. He's 19-0 to say that much. I can't see his resume. But that's him. 6'6", 6'7". Hey, mark my word. If he can stay at junior middleweight, he gonna be the next undisputed world champ at junior middleweight. Sebastian Fundora. That boy got pop. And I'm not talking about soda. That boy can punch. Y'all watch out for that boy. That boy, listen. Y'all don't know who he is. If you don't know who Fundora is, you don't know boxing. Champ talk. Listen to me. Let me say something. Let me talk. Huh? Let's go, champ. So now he's undisputed. He should welcome Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman to the division, then move up in style. You know what? That's smart. He should fight them guys. Fight them guys that got names, but who too small. Like Keith Thurman used to fight at junior middleweight, then he moved down to welterweight. Word on the streets that Danny Garcia is about to move up in weight. So why not fight them? I would just fight guys with big names and you know who's past their prime or not on their level or on his level. Yep. That's why I'll fight. So yeah. Triple G, man. Triple G on his last leg. Jermell Charlo. Hey, man, that Magua, that boy is a beast. I don't like Chris Eubanks, but hey, he a winner. He got Ray Jones in his corner. And dang, Sergey, that boy still around? Derevchenko. I don't know these other guys, Michael and Carlos. Nope, never heard of them. That's why I say, man, you know, boxers, they need good PR people. We're like we in an era where social media, you know, is the thing of the day. So if social media is the thing of the day, then why young people, you know, because it's a young person's world, social media wise, but even though I see older people on there acting like they 14 or 18, 19 years old, you know, why they not taking advantage of social media? You got Instagram, you got TikTok. You know, if you box and you good at boxing, whenever you ain't training, you're supposed to be trying to promote your social media. You should have a YouTube channel. I mean, I think that all top fighters should have a PR team and that the promoters should pay for the PR team just to get their fighters the recognition that they deserve or they need to get to the next level. But one thing about the promoters is they don't want you to know how to count your money. They don't want you to know how big you are because they want to try to get you out your money. You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty game. It's been a dirty game for a long time, a very long time. The days of Don King is just a little different now. It's just that it's new Don Kings out here. They just hide behind the hair. They hide behind the hair. So who we got? We got Daniel Jacobs, Caleb Plant, David Benavidez. Ooh, he's somebody you better watch out from. I want to see David Benavidez versus Charlo. Or I want to see Caleb Plant versus Daniel Jacobs. I wouldn't mind seeing Daniel Jacobs versus Jermell Charlo because they was beefing at one point in time. Now at middleweight, you got a lot of possibilities. This weekend we gonna see David Benavidez versus Lemieux, and I can't wait to cover that fight because they're gonna be banging. I'm talking about banging. I'm talking about boy, oh boy. It's gonna be banging like lions. You know how the lion be trying to take over another lion. A lion is proud, or other lion's proud, or pride. Yeah, it's gonna be banging like that. That's gonna be a good fight. Y'all can tap in this Saturday at K9 Boxing. We definitely covering that fight. Lemieux versus Benavidez. Live at K9 Boxing. Spider Moose said big names with a few miles on the clock, and they knew the division. Yeah. But like I say, what boxing is missing is a fan base. They missing promotion. And UFC, listen, they get a lot of promotion. Dana White and whoever else is promoting their fighters are doing a great job because the fighters are huge in the UFC. But the crazy part about it is they don't get paid. So forget being huge and if I ain't making no money. Boxers are not as huge as a UFC fighter, but they're killing the game. They getting basketball contracts. And I'm loving it because I put my life on the line. Every time I step in that boxing ring, every time a UFC fight, they put their life on the line as well. So they supposed to get paid big time. Just think about what Dana White said about a boxer. He said that boxers are overpaid. Y'all agree with Dana White? What Dana White said that boxers are overpaid? He only saying that in my eyes is because he's underpaying the UFC fighters. So of course he would say boxers are being overpaid when UFC fighters are being underpaid. That's just what I'm talking about. That's just what I believe. Clayton Mob says no. Exactly. Listen, whatever you negotiate, you should get. I don't care if you're playing basketball, if you're boxing, if you're a lawyer. If you get a chance to sit at a table and negotiate a figure and they say, okay, we'll give it to you, get it. Especially if you put your life on the line. Think about it. Police officers are underpaid. You want to talk about underpaid? Don't tell me about overpaid. Tell me about underpaid. Teachers are underpaid. Police officers are underpaid. Firemen are underpaid. You know, you want to talk overpaid? I mean, I could tell you about some people overpaid. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna you know what I mean? I ain't gonna spit no venom. I ain't gonna put it out there. Just, hey, listen, you get what you negotiate. Rest in peace to Bill Water, who told me that, and that make a lot of sense. So when I was sitting down at the office, Oscar De La Hoya's office, when he flew me and my family in first class, SB sat at the table and she negotiated big money for us to fight in Detroit. A record-setting number that I will not disclose. In the hood. We fought in the hood. I'm talking about the hood. Yeah, so yeah, in the hood. We fought at the Masonic Temple. And do you know that we sold that boy out? Now, it wasn't just because, oh, it was me. It's me again. You got to remember that Showtime was there. Floyd Mayweather was there. SB was there. I was there. The whole money team. Listen, Floyd had just signed with Showtime and got $200 million. Let me rewind that. He got $200 million. So guess what? Of course, Showtime was going to be there. And guess what? I was the current world champ. So E.J. Smith was trying to take my strap. Now, when you're the champ of the world, now tell me, y'all, Real talk.
There's no secrets here. There's no,
Yeah, listen to what this man
there's
got to
no
say.
politics.
Forget
The
about what I
best
was just
fight
talking
the
about.
best here. You
Listen
know
to
what
what
I
this
mean?
guy.
One of
Please
the
turn
big
it up.
problems with boxing has been you couldn't get the best to fight the best. You know, Riddick Bowe threw his belt in the garbage so that he didn't have to defend it against Lennox Lewis. And so many other things that have happened in the past where we didn't get to see the great fights we wanted to, or we saw them way too late. Here, the best always fight the best. And there's no secret to that here. This didn't just pop up yesterday. This has been the way we run this business for 20 years. There's always going to be headbutting. There's always going to be, do you make enough money?
No, absolutely not.
Do you make enough money? I mean,
absolutely not.
I want you to meet the guy that goes, oh, I'm good. I make plenty of money. I don't need another dime. You're never going to meet that guy.
Right.
That's never going to happen. Everybody wants more money. And one of the big problems with boxing too is that all those guys are overpaid.
Mm-hmm.
And every time they put on a fight, it's a going out of business sale. You know what I mean? We're just trying to get as much money as we can from you guys, and then we're out of here, and we'll see you in 3 years. You can't build a league like that. You can't build a sport. You can't have 750 fighters under contract, making money, feeding their families every year with that kind of mentality. It doesn't work. You have to run a business. The other thing that drives the media crazy, and a lot of the fans too, is we don't tell people what these guys get paid. So I always tell these fighters, and I tell the media, ask them what they get paid. They can tell you what they make. I could tell you what each guy has made since the day he fought here, total since they've been here. I could give you all those numbers. I could have them in 5 minutes. You don't ever hear any of the fighters telling you what they get paid, ever, because they don't want you to know either.
Yeah.
You know? And you guys know, you guys come from this world. As soon as that number comes out in the paper, what you get paid,
looking at your pockets now,
you know exactly what happens.
Yeah.
You start getting relatives
looking
and friends and shit you never knew you had, and everybody's coming,
got goofy, y'all.
You know, trying to borrow money from you, and most of them aren't paying you back because you're rich.
Yeah,
you got the money. You don't need me to pay you back. Yeah, don't laugh.
That's real.
You know,
that's
it's
real.
happened to everyone.
That's real.
Friends would walk up to me and just be like,
take this belt and whoop him with it, I sure would. Because this guy is a trip, man. That guy, Dana White, is the Don King of the UFC. I ain't paying these fighters nowhere near what they worth. A billionaire. He's a billionaire, and majority of his fighters are not even millionaires. You know, I think the contracts that these fighters get in the UFC are very, very terrible. I bet you they get the Don King. Yeah. They very underpaid, bro. Yes, boxers do put their life on the line, bro. They supposed to get paid. Paid. Double X, what up, though, champ? What's up, champ? What's happening with you? Man, yeah, it's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game, man. It ain't changed not one little bit. Boy, this belt right here is heavy, y'all. That's one reason why, you know, you didn't see me with this belt everywhere I went. Look at it one more time. I'll put this boy down in a minute. Well, yeah, it was one reason. It was one of the reasons why I ain't wear the belt all the time or take my belt everywhere I went. It's because that boy is heavy. He got weight on it. A lot of weight on it. So, yeah. So, what's next for Canelo, y'all? What's next for Canelo? Will Canelo move up in weight? Or will Canelo move down in weight? Will Canelo fight Triple G? Will Canelo fight Jermell Charlo? I wouldn't mind seeing Jamel Charlo move up to 160 because no need for small fights anymore. You know, if Errol Spence can almost lose his life and fight none but the best, fight none but big fights. You know, he fought Danny Garcia when he first came back. Then he fought the man that beat the man. He fought Ugas, and Ugas, who just beat Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence beat him. The man that beat the man that beat the man. So if Errol Spence can do that after eye surgery after a car crash, after Jermell Charlo won the fight he fought last night by stoppage, because knockout sale, and he's the undisputed champ of the world in the full-belt era, why not fight number of big fights from now on out? Go fight Triple G if you can. I think Triple G will take that fight. Now, I don't think Triple G will fight his big brother because his big brother been at middleweight and he done adjusted to the weight class. But I think that he will fight Jermell Charlo, who has not fought at middleweight. It might not be to take a middleweight punch like Jamal can, because he's been there. He's been getting hit by middleweight for a nice minute, for a long time. I don't know. Charlo, yeah, hey. Canelo should go to 168 because I think that he's been put on timeout. Finally, somebody done finally told him, boy, get in your lane. You know, at first he was just all over the place. You know, I'll fight 168. Okay, let me go to 75. All right, you know what? I'm thinking about fighting at 190 something. You know what I think? I think I'll fight Usyk. I think I could beat Usyk at heavyweight. You know, Canelo was all over the place at one point in time. Like, man, pump your brakes. You know, pump your brakes, bro. You know, finally, he pumped his brakes. But he didn't have no choice because he just got beat. So, man, we done had great fights back to back. So 2 weeks ago, we had an upset. Dimitri Bivol defeating Canelo Alvarez. Now, I don't look at Jamel Charlo stopping Brian Castano as an upset. Now, the first fight, I had Brian Castano winning. The second fight, no doubt who won. No doubt who won. That's why we here tonight in Michigan and wherever y'all from, all over the world, trying to figure out what's next for Jermell Charlo. What should he do? Should he stay put? We already know you're going on a vacation. You know what I mean? You're going to have to go spend some of that money. I don't think the bank is open. Maybe they wire him the money straight to his pocket. I don't know. But we know he's going to go on vacation. Didn't look like he was swole. He wasn't cut, none of that. So he ain't go to the hospital or nothing. Went straight to the hotel, celebrated, probably got a few drinks. You know how a lot of these young guys do now. Hey, have fun. You know what I mean? You live once on earth, and that's it. I mean, but, you know, get back in the gym as soon as possible. Get in the ring. Marvin Johnson said, Dana White a hater, and most fights start with boxing. He should drop the one. Yeah, I'm just saying. So, yeah, it's a lot of haters. Yeah, of course he a hater. Definitely a hater. He even hating on what's the guy name? Jake Paul. The boy, listen, he argue with everybody. Like, you know, you need to put some of these promoters in here. Anybody that's arguing that ain't, you know, got in the ring or ain't trying to get in the ring, you get in the ring. If you got a problem with me and I'm a promoter, you a promoter, you know, I ain't gonna go get my dogs, my fighters to fight your fighters are mad at you. Let's me and you glove up. They should have the promoters who don't get along fighting exhibitions. I wouldn't mind seeing Eddie Hearn in the ring with another promoter. I know Eddie Hearn was saying, and you might just pull that video up. Eddie Hearn was saying to Jake Paul, hey, Jake Paul, you know, you're not gonna be world champ. That was funny. SB, we gotta find that video. What Eddie Hearn said about Jake Paul when they was on bet for $1 million or something like that. Oh, that was a short. Okay, that was a short. Well, we need to keep it short. that was so funny. Jake Paul, you know, he probably used to cats kissing his butt. But Eddie Hearn got more money than Jake Paul, whether he's more famous or not. He like, bro, your money compared to my money is crumbs, and I'll be the crumb snatcher. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so he put that boy in his place, and it was funny. Amanda Serrano, we talking boxing. You know, when I love boxing, we can talk about boxing all night. Amanda Serrano should have not gotten her belt took from Katie Taylor. Who got hurt in the fight? Katie Taylor, who almost got knocked out in the fight. Katie Taylor. Who fought in their hometown? Amanda Serrano. Who was moving forward, going forward? Amanda Serrano. Was it a close fight? Yes. So how did Katie Taylor end up taking that belt back overseas? Who was the head promoter? Who bigger? Eddie Hearn or Jake Paul? Don't get me wrong. I think at the least that should have been a draw. But I think Amanda Serrano has got more than she ever thought she would ever get. Jake Paul made her a millionaire. And these ladies are making millions now. They making millions now. I think we got 3 female millionaires in the sport of boxing. Now, I don't know if I can say multi-millionaire, but I can say millionaire, or they made $1 million. We got Katie Taylor, we have Amanda Serrano, and we have Michigan's own. That's right, my block, Michigan. Clarissa Shields made millions of dollars. And Layla Ali, I know she ain't boxing no more like that, but I think if she did an exhibition with Clarissa Shields, she can make a few million for that. SB said Katie pulled through in that fight right when we won, champ. No! Stop it! No. That's why we need SB on this boy, because you got it wrong. Get it wrong. You got it wrong. SB, that's cap. I think don't get me wrong. Katie Taylor did throw more punches, but we ain't talking about amateur. This is not amateur boxing. Amateur boxing where it's all about the pity pass. And if I go boom, this won the fight. If I hustle, that wins when you amateur. But when you pro, that don't win over this. Boom! What the heck? That don't win over that. Yep, Marvin told you like it is. SB should have been a draw. Spud. Nope, I don't agree, Double X. Caleb Plant versus Plant should not be no rematch. For what? That don't even make sense. He already stopped that guy. That guy was running from Canelo. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Stop it. You want to see what kind of rematch you want to see? SB, talk to me. Holla at your boy. I don't know what kind of rematch you want to see. We done talked about a few different things. Oh, one love, my brody. Yeah. Amanda Serrano ain't no joke. Hey, listen, I didn't think she was gonna be coming at Katie Taylor like that. That girl got a gang of experience. I mean, she was walking her down. That was a good fight. I don't care if it was a woman fight, a man's fight. I looked at that as just a regular fight. I didn't look at them. Them girls was fighting like dudes. I didn't say, man, this is a woman. This is the best. That was a good fight, period. Woman, man, you can call it what you want to call it. And they were fighting for straps, too. They were fighting for these boys, too. And I'm so proud and happy to be a world champion. You hear me? That's why I keep showing y'all the belts, because some of y'all don't really know how they look. You know what I mean? This is how they look. Fresh to death. You hear me? Clean cut. Say the 2 girls should. Yeah, they should rematch. Hey, Spud, I might agree with you on that. Even though I don't want to agree with you on that, I might have to agree with you on that. Them say the 2 girls should rematch. Hey, SB. Yo. I'm trying to get SB on this boy. Yeah, I can't wait to see that fight, though. Yeah, Kambosos versus Devin Haney. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. That's going to be a good one. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. What other good fights we got coming up other than Kambosos? Oh, we got Rolly on my wrist. We got Rolly on my wrist. Rolly versus Javante Davis. That's gonna be a good fight, you know. Oh, there go another one. See, You want to, SB want to do all these little good tweets and texts, you know, but don't want to get on a live with me. Spider moves, yeah. And Haney might get stopped. Oh, Marcus Johnson. Don't say that's gonna happen. I don't know about that one. Yeah. Carissa, yeah, I want to see. Hey, I wonder, I think Savannah Marshall is actually gonna duck Clarissa Shields. Because I know when Clarissa went down there, you know, they supposed to be having a press conference, her and Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall was a no-show. So I don't think she's gonna take that chance. I think she's comfortable and happy with being able to say she be there in the amateurs. She don't want the smoke in a pro game because she don't want her to. She don't want to win. She don't want to be. She want to be able to brag about that. Spider Moose. It's what we do. Did y'all see the fight last night though? Oh, it's Clayton. Is Clayton a Christian? Don't know. Yeah. Did y'all see Jamel fight last night though? I'm about to say Jamelo. Did y'all see Jamelo fight last night? And did y'all see Brian Castano fading? Yeah. Say James said yes, I watched it. Now did you see or did you know it was about to happen that Jermell Charlo was about to get ready to stop Brian Castano? Did you see that about to happen? I saw Brian Castano starting to fade and slow down, but I did not see him getting knocked out. I don't know either, SB. I don't know if he can. Hey, that's gonna be hard. But listen, chance to make champions. And one thing I can say about him, that man is taking a serious chance. And I don't even think the money is there. So he must know something that we don't know. Because you would take chances like that if it's for a boatload of money. And he is his own boss. So, you know, hey, I take my hat off to him. One thing, when you're your own boss, you don't have to wait for somebody to tell you what you can and can't do. That's why I'm kind of happy for Gervonta Davis, because after the fight with Rolly on my wrist, he gonna be a free agent. So now we probably get a chance to see him in there with the best fighters in his weight class. One of the reasons why we haven't saw Gervonta Davis in the ring with Shakur Stevenson or Ryan Garcia, who's been calling him out, or Josh Taylor. One of the reasons could be because Floyd don't want to see that. He don't want his money to get messed up. He ain't taking no chances. Like, he ain't take chances. If he ain't gonna take chances, you know he ain't gonna let his fighters take chances. Especially when the best fighter he got that's making him the most money is Gervonta Davis. Every time Gervonta Davis fight under the contract with Floyd, I bet you he get at least a couple of million. A couple of million. Just being his promoter. Oh, let me see what my man say. Oh, yeah, appreciate it. Love that, Vinny. Hashtag Jesus for life. For sure. Keep us in prayer. SB said, Charlo fought an amazing fight. He showed so much versatility against Castano. Yeah, he did. Oh, Spud said he was Errol Spencer screaming, let him go. Yeah. That's good. And when you got teammates, they're supposed to be rooting for you. Oh yeah, thanks a lot, James. James said you putting that work in, and yeah, thank you, bro. You know, we family, so it ain't just me. You know, it's all of us. We as a team. I can't do it by myself. You know, SB, you know what I mean? Lil K9, the kids, you know, everybody in the chat, James, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, Spud, SB, Marvin, everybody, boy, John P, P Jackson, Vinny, you know what I mean? What up, though? Spook by the door. What's happening with you, boy? I didn't even see you on here at first. I had to go back and retract. JP and this boy. SB said she don't know if anybody can beat Jamel at 154. Fundora might have something to say about that. The 6'6" giant got a lot to say about that, buddy. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you, champ. That boy a beast, man. Hey, listen. And that's the fight of the year so far. Hold on. What fight do y'all say is the fight of the year so far? Do y'all say it's Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano? Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano? Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder? Man, Errol Spence versus Ugas. It's been a lot of great fights so far in the sport of boxing. And James, he sure did say that, bro. You know, hey, listen, he might be biting off more than he can chew. Don't know. Yeah, but listen, Jamel has cleaned out the division. So, listen, I wouldn't fight nobody at 154 that's going to be a threat if the money ain't there. I would just move up now. Why not just move up or take a few tune-up fights against easier oppositions? When you're the champ of the world, something that I know a whole lot about, praise the Lord, you got 9 months to defend your belt against anybody in the top 10. Or is it the top 15? SB would know probably even more better than I would know. So, hey, go fight you a few fights, make you a couple of more million with some easy work, and then just move up and wait. Don't fight the mandatory or fight, you know, and then you can't fight for unification because you already got all the belts. Well, I don't know. I don't agree because trust me, Fundora, you know, he all he has to bring to the table is his heart and his height. And he gonna bring his hunger because he know, you know what I mean? And he gonna be way hungrier, I think, than Charlo. Because Charlo done won all the belts. Where's there else to go at junior middleweight? Guess what? Fundora wants to become a world champ. And in one fight, he can have all the belts. Man, listen, Charlo got a bullseye on him. Trust me, guys that's real hungry and that got skills to pay the bills, like Fundora, they coming. They coming. You hear me? Especially Fundora. And if Lubin could have avoided Fundora and got the fight with Charlo, I think Lubin would have beat Charlo. Hey, listen, styles make fights. Fundora was a bad stylistically matched for Fundora's Lubin was a bad match for him. And if he could have got Charlo, I think he would have became a world champ. And we wouldn't be talking about Undisputed Charlo being the Undisputed champ. But, hey, that didn't go that way. Styles made fights. I think that Lubin made the wrong decision, him and his team, and picking Fundora. I think Charlo going to be wise, smart, and stay away from that young man. Toxic, stop it. He should not look at retiring in his 30s. He's in his early 30s. I won my first world title at 37. Exactly. I know all about the SB. Certain casters didn't motivate me. I mean, who wants to go backwards when you're going forward? And going forward is more invested, and it's better to go forward than go backwards, because what's in front of you, you can succeed off of, you can benefit off of. But going behind you, you're going backwards, and nobody wants to go backwards. If it was about going backwards, we would be moonwalking, or we'd be doing what the people been doing lately in the videos. They moonwalking to the side. Real talk. We going forward. Forward, champ. I don't know if I would say that Taylor versus Serrano was the best fight of the year. I would say Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora. Either that one or Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. I would have to say either one of those. Yeah, that's what I had to say.
I never said I was going out my boy.
Yeah. So yeah. The only thing that Charlo will make sense for Charlo now is to move up in weight.
Somebody, bro.
What's happening? Talk.
It's a woman just came. You got no music.
Mm-mm.
That was weird in the morning.
Mm.
I don't even trust that.
Charlo should fight Danny Garcia or Fundora. Yep. I don't know if Charlo gonna fight. I don't think Charlo should definitely. He should fight. So hold on. James said Carlos brothers. Who? Toxic gameplay said Fundora versus Danny Garcia. No. Hey, Danny is not gonna take that fight. He is a smart guy. Yeah, he's smart. He ain't highly taking that fight. I could probably see Danny Garcia versus Tony Harrison.
That's some vodka Kleenex. Open Kleenex at that.
Wow.
They got the wrong house and stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't
Wow.
about to touch that stuff. I don't know what's in there. I don't know what that. I'm about to kick that stuff out.
I wouldn't even kick it. That mug might blow up. He had 20 years and still in the game, and he done beat over once. I think with the right training, he could get them belts back. I don't know, James. Yeah, I mean, but how can you stick and move against Fundora when a man is 6'6", 6'7"? He could take one step and be right where you at. I don't think it's a ring big enough for you to be able to get away from him. The man is 6'6", 6'7", and how is you gonna be able to hit him? If you don't get close to him. Hey, watch this little kid. What are you doing, little man? Yeah. No, I don't think nobody can take that K9 shot if I land good or land clean. It's over. I would go to his body. Yeah, I would go to his body because it's hard to hit him in the head clean. By the time you get up there to where his head is at, he gonna be a seated punch from coming because he's 6'6", 6'7". So you gotta go to the body, kill that body, they say, and the head will fall. That's always been the word on the streets. So you kill a body and the head will fall. It's always been like that. Always. Yeah, but real talk though, all right, man, I don't know what Charlo gonna do next. We still early. When I say early, and it ain't the weekend ain't even over yet. You know, he just fought last night, so we just on here talking about what we think he should do next. I mean, one thing I know and I believe he ain't gonna do is I don't think he gonna fight the #1 contender. I don't think the money gonna be there. You know, I think he gonna definitely do what's best for him, you know. But I would try to, you know, like I say, I would try to find me a PR team to build his brand is way more than what he's building it. I mean, he ain't doing a bad job, but he should have a YouTube channel. And it should be banging because I know they have something going on, but I don't know, man. But his social media should be off the chain. He should have 1 million followers on Instagram for sure. Definitely his body is vulnerable. And yep, they had him up. Yes, and a bite, yes, overhand right. Yeah, Gino, I thought you was gone, boy. Yeah, well, Spider Moose, Charlo, you know, Crawford has to get past Errol Spence before you can even think about some Charlo. Don't bite off more than you can chew, you know. It's good, you know, it's always good to call people names out when you at the top, but you know, you gotta go to A to get to B. And that's real talk. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button too if y'all just not tapping in. Definitely hit the like button. What time is it, my baby? Okay. No, no, they don't have the same trainer. We talking about Crawford and Charlo. Yeah, they have been talking a whole lot. You know what I mean? And Charlo, I like it though. I like, you know, that boxing talk, it be real talk. And I think Crawford was getting in Charlo's head by doing that and saying that. If Fundora beat Charlo, I think Spence gonna want revenge. Now Spence better stay away from Fundora too. I don't think Spence can beat Fundora. That boy, ooh, you see what he did to Erickson Lubin, and Spence is a southpaw like Erickson Lubin. Man, I think that Errol Spence I think will be tailor made for Fundora. He gonna be coming straight ahead, and Fundora might be the best at fighting on the inside right now. Kind of reminds me of Paul Williams. He was real good, even though he was big. He liked to fight on the inside. So yeah, Fundora was a good inside fighter to be 6'7". You know what I mean? Just like Paul Williams was a good inside fighter, and even though they say he was like 6'1", maybe 6'2", he looked like he was 6'3", 6'5". Yeah, me too, Spider Moose. Yeah, me too. So yeah. Naham Abdullah said, I agree, Charlo versus Crawford. I think the winner is Terence Crawford. What? I don't know about that one. I think Charlo too big for Terence Crawford. Yeah, Cass better watch out for that boy. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Toxic. Hey, Sanders, that'll be smart to avoid Floyd. You hear me? I mean, for Floyd to avoid Paul Williams. Man, that man, listen, we ain't never saw nobody like Paul Williams until Paul Williams. And now we got a bigger version of a Paul Williams and Sebastian Fundora. So yeah, man, listen, cats gonna be avoiding Sebastian like they did Paul Williams. Now, Erison Lubin, he should have avoided him, Or guess what? Get a belt first, and then I'll fight you. I'm gonna get a belt, you get a belt, and we gonna kill each other for the bread, not kill each other for the crumbs. Compared to the way they fought, they should. You know what I think they should do? I think fights of the year or fighters of the year should get a bonus check from whoever the belt organization is, or either the networks. SB. Yeah, y'all hear what I just said? That make a lot of sense. That's why I tried to get SB's attention on that one. Do y'all agree with what I just said, though? If you're the fighter of the year, if you're in the fight of the year, you should get a bonus from somebody. I wouldn't care if it's Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
I said, do that make sense that if you're in the fight of the year, or if you're the fighter of the year, that you should get a bonus from the network, so your promoter or manager or somebody? It should just be a fight of the year. We just talk about it and that's it. Somebody should get, that'll make the fighters fight harder. Well, I do.
It would probably work if boxing had one commission, but having everybody could just do boxing.
That's right, Jay Sanders. Jay Sanders said they should. That's right. Talk to me. Good point, K9. Be quiet. Not even trending. Texas not even reporting on Charlo Undisputed. It's so sad. Oh, that's just because we still in Sunday. It ain't all kicked in yet. And then one thing about cities is that, the Bible says a man is not honored in his own country. So if you're not honored in your own country, you're definitely not going to be honored in your city. Oh, maybe we haven't saw the fight of the year yet. You feel me? But maybe we have, because it's been some great fights already. Do y'all think that 2022 is better than 2021 so far? Talk to me. And yeah, he did them push-ups last night for sure. Hey, I don't know. Say something. Say Texas is all about football. We gonna find out. We gonna definitely find out, champ. That could. We got a lot of fight of the year candidates. I think 2022 is definitely gonna be better than 2021. So far, it done kicked off real good so far. And we have fights in Detroit Friday. We got fights coming up, I think, next Saturday in Detroit. My son, shout out to little K9, he fought yesterday. We got a lot of stuff going on, champ. You hear me? A whole lot of stuff going on. And we ain't got to the Convulsors versus Haney fight yet. I think the winner should fight the winner between Rolly and Javante Davis. So it's a lot of stuff going on. Teofimo Lopez, what's next for him? What's my man name that's going to war right now with his country? I can't even think his name right now, but he's really a good fighter. Southpaw. You know what? I can't even remember. But most likely not. Heck, I'll be in good shape. I'll be knowing I'm about to hurt somebody. I don't think about being nervous. Lomo, there we go. Lomachenko. There you go. That's what I was trying to think. Lomachenko. Yeah, Los Angeles did have a lot of fights last night, I done fought in Los Angeles, I think, as much as I fought in Detroit. I done fought in Los Angeles. So far, you might be right, champ. So far, you might be right. Oh, man, Benavidez is going to be probably in the Fight of the Year candidate, too. Real talk. I don't know. I think I don't even know if the female is up there at 140 yet. I don't know. Tank has to get past Rolly first. Then we can go from there. Yes, it's a better year for boxing. Who knows? We ain't even finished yet. Mayweather was supposed to fight in the exhibition, and that got canceled. Do y'all think that the fight between Mayweather and his opponent got canceled because there wasn't enough buys? They said it was because the president, somebody in the president of the Biden family died. I don't know if that's cap or not. Better be is about to fight Smith, and that's going to be a bloodbath, a war for show. So yeah, we don't know, what Loma gonna do next. I know the Klitschko brothers are fighting for their country. Marvin said that Rolly overrated. Hey, Joe Strummer, I think, said if Tank don't fight Lomo this year, he's a bum. Wow, unbelievable. I mean, do we have to fight Lomo? If he don't fight Lomo, what if he fight? What if he fights Shakur Stevenson? Shoot, Shakur Stevenson to me better than Lomo. And what if he fight Ryan Garcia? I mean, them still some credible fights right there. Very credible fights. Very credible fights. For all my newbies that's just not tapping in, I want y'all to see the belt. I don't know if y'all ever saw a world championship belt up close and personal. This the belt I won in 2010. The other belt is the one I won in 2014. So yeah, I just want y'all to see what we working with. Lomo going to get beat by Stevenson. I don't know. That's if they ever fight. That division has the best talent, but the best just don't fight the best. Yeah, I got you. You ain't lying, champ. That's a good one. What a good one. Yeah, what a good one. Yeah, Tank and Shakur Stevenson. That'd be a good one. You gotta remember both guys are southpaws too. Yeah, I don't know. Walter Dunn, and I'm just about done myself. Nobody wants to see two old men fight. No. I'd rather beat up on a young man, make me look good if I beat up a young man versus an old man. They could be like, these two old men in there fighting. What's wrong with them? When an old man beat up a young man, it's like, wow. Kind of remind you of George Foreman knocked out Michael Moore. People were like, wow, he was in the history books for that. You feel me? Nothing certain to the final bell. That's right. Yeah. So, yeah, we got to, yeah. Kimbosis has some fish to fry. Devin Haney got some fish to fry. So, we can't even talk Davidson versus Stevenson or none of that yet until he fight Kimbosis. It's a lot going on. And I keep putting all what y'all saying on the screen. Nobody super chat. Y'all ain't putting the like buttons or nothing. Like, nobody ain't said, hey, man, like this channel if you tapping in. Come on, somebody. Talk to me. What it do? Jamel Charlo is that guy right now, boy. He hot. He's on fire. Y'all remember that basketball game called Jam? That boy's on fire right now. All right. Yeah, he on fire right now. Yeah, for sure. Old dog might get the young dog. That's how it be. Everywhere we go. Yeah. what's the argument with Wright on the Contender just for TV? Nah, nope. Just didn't like that cat. You feel me? I ain't like that cat. You know, when I was on the Contender, the best reality show of all time, you know, I was the underdog. And you know, I say it just like when in school, when somebody messes with me, that's when I'm let the dog out. And Michael Clark was messing with me, so I let the dog out. Walter Wright tried to mess with me, I let the dog out. So you let that dog out, boy, I can get real vicious. You know what I mean? I can show y'all boys that egg. You feel me? I can show you that egg. The egg is there. It ain't going nowhere no time soon. Yeah, and if that's true that y'all gas is $6.25, I won't be heading to California no time soon. That's just crazy, you know? It's unbelievable. Gas prices in Michigan is $4.25. Gas price in California is $6.25. Wow. Jamel Charlo makes history. That should be the talk of the town in boxing right now. In a full belt era, there's been no undisputed world champ except Jermell Charlo, and he did it for his city, his family, and he did it for boxing. So you know, it's all about history. I made history at the age of 41 when I won my second world title. It's all about history, y'all. We got to continue to make history. You know, got to stay in peace. Got to stay out the way. Yeah, it's a dirty game out here, y'all. It's a dirty game. B. Jackson said, could people squash B spurring on K9 boxing? Talk to him, champ. Talk to him. You need to squash the beef. You feel me? Oh, I don't know who's going to be the next Mayweather. I don't know if any fighter will ever make that kind of money he made in one day when he fought Manny Pacquiao. $400 million. Let me rewind that. That man made $400 million. So I don't know if that's going to ever happen. Yeah. There you go, champ. You asked for it, you got it. B. Jackson for the super chat. Yeah. Team K9 in the building. That's my man's B. Jackson. What it do? A bark, a bite, an overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. And this is yours truly. You hear me? This is yours truly. Now, in the junior middleweight division, it's the hottest division in boxing. You got everybody fighting everybody. Just think about it. Charlo fought Harrison. Harrison fought Charlo. K9 fought Corey Spinks. K9 beat Corey Spinks twice. K9 lost to E.J. Smith. K9 beat Carlos Molina after Carlos Molina beat E.J. Smith. I mean, you could go on and on and on. Jerry Hurd beat Tony Harrison. Julian Williams, if I'm not mistaken, beat Jerry Hurd. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. The best fight the best at K9 Boxing in the junior middleweight division. No other division is like the junior middleweight division. Everybody ain't fighting the best. The best ain't fighting the best. Will Tyson Fury ever fight Anthony Joshua? I don't think so. I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali. No, I don't think so. Gas price is $6.25. I don't think so. But guess what? If I go back to Cali, I'm getting chauffeured around anyway, so it ain't gonna matter. It gotta be because I'm fighting. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be first class. I'm gonna whoop somebody's. And I ain't gonna cuss, so you already know the rest. Gotta support the champ from Detroit. You gotta support the champ from Detroit. You hear me? How Sylvester Stallone got a statue, and Joe Frazier don't. What am I missing here? Well, I'm not in the Hall of Fame, and I did a lot for boxing, being on the Contender, being the fan favorite, winning 2 world titles, becoming the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history, being viewed by over 200 million people. And hold on, what am I missing here? Sylvester Stallone was in a movie. Actually, it did a lot for boxing, but he's not a real fighter. So how is he in the Hall of Fame? And what am I missing here? What am I missing here? I don't know. Wow, they say gas price is $8.50 in Ireland. What am I missing here? I don't know. Well, I know I sparred I sparred Tyson Fury, what, maybe 5-6 years ago, before he became world champ in Detroit. And I don't know, I think he got that Sugar Hill style, that bouncing. He got a good rhythm, got good balance. I got good balance, good rhythm. If you look at Tyson Fury's style, look at my style, very similar, because I was the first world champion that Sugar Hill had. He's teaching the same style that he helped me develop with my own twist. Tyson Fury got now. So yeah, he got a crunk style to a certain extent. One thing Emmanuel Stewart said, may he rest in peace, is knockout sell. And Tyson Fury has been getting knockouts after knockouts after knockouts. All you got to do is just holler at your kids, Marvin Johnson. Yeah, for sure. Real talk, Spider Moose. Real talk. Should Jamel Charlo move up in weight, y'all? Tell me that. Should Jamel Charlo move up in weight, or should Jamel Charlo stick and stay and fight the #1 contender? Now, if he move up in weight, they gonna say he ran from Fundora. But if he beat Fundora, he fight Fundora, they gonna say Fundora wasn't ready. So dang if he don't, and dang if he do. What do he do? What should he do? Should he move up in weight and try to fight Canelo? Should he move up in weight and try to fight Triple G, who's on his last leg? I don't know. There's so many possibilities. There's no limit. And I ain't talking about Master P. For Jermell Charlo. He is the undisputed, for the first time in the 4-belt era, undisputed champ of the world. And he ain't got to move up to 168. I'm quite sure, if the money right, him and Canelo can fight at 164. Yeah, I didn't see that, but maybe that's the case. CIE said, yeah, definitely he should move up. Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. So the goal is, when you box, is to win one of these. After this, you gonna get this right here, cash flow. From there on out, what? History or more cash flow? I don't know. Should Charlo retire? I don't think so. He's still young. I didn't win my first world title until I turned 37. So it's a lot of possibilities, a lot of things that Charlo can still do. This the breaks. What's up? This the breaks. What it do? Champ Talk. You got on this boy before I got off this boy. Get out your boy. You hear me? Hashtag dogs are us. Where y'all at? Where my dogs at, huh? Where my dogs at? Get at me, champ. I got love for y'all, though, man. Like I say, this Tuesday we'll be on a dog pound. I'll be going live again tomorrow. Full of energy. I am a little laid back right now because I done had a long day. I've been in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Go watch that live sparring on the channel. Go watch. Do me a favor, y'all. Everybody that's on the chat and the live, go watch the rise and fall of Jermaine Taylor. It's a real good video, man. I put my heart into it and I kept it as 100 as I could. It's a lot of good tutorial videos on here. Go watch. Just go to playlist. Go to the playlist and watch some of the contender highlights. Go watch Aqua Fighter. It's a lot of content on here that's not being viewed and or that hasn't been viewed because at the time that I made the videos, that's why I really haven't been making too many tutorial videos. It's because I'm still trying to build a channel. So when I do make these tutorial videos that I put a lot of work into, that they bang. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to put all your heart into something and you don't see the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean? So I ain't necessarily got to get this, but I want the eyeballs to see it. You feel me? So yes, I will be on TikTok real soon too. We probably make that happen this week. So I'm about to make a TikTok channel or go on TikTok and start showing y'all how to throw uppercuts and showing y'all how to throw left hooks and showing y'all how to throw straight right hands and showing y'all how to throw my favorite shot, the overhand right. And you got to come back with the left hook. It's the cleanup shot. You feel me? And I said last night, I told y'all last night what was going to happen. I said, Brian Castano was open for a left hook. Because I noticed every time that Brian Castano throw that right hand, Charlo, see, he must gonna get that Canelo fight because I keep saying Canelo. Charlo came back with the left hook. And eventually he caught Brian Castano. And night went Brian Castano. And afterwards, man, he hit him with a body shot. Like he hurt him up top, then went downstairs. Now, if he was to fight, Jermell Charlo was to fight some Sebastian Fundora, I would love to see that fight. I would pay to see that fight. I think the key to that fight would be the body and experience that Jamel Charlo has. And I think that his size, Jamel Charlo can punch. I think that he's a natural big junior middleweight and he can deal with Sebastian. I don't think Sebastian could just walk Charlo down. Charlo got experience and Charlo going to be given as much as he would be taking. And I think he'll actually be given more than he would be taking, if that makes sense. Oh, you got to go look at some of my videos and you tell me if I ever double the right hand. You should know better than me if you watch some of my fights, Spider Moves. Boxing could live with there being a dominant champion at 154. Man, boxing can live with them keep paying us the money they keep paying us because, boy, oh boy, it feels good to be a boxer right now, Because, boy, boxers getting paid. I ain't going to lie to you. Oh, you did? Oh, that's good. I called it too, champ. We got 12,000 views last night, so I appreciate y'all for tapping in at K9 Boxing, hashtag Dogs Are Us, or bark, or bite, or overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. And if y'all just not tapping in, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hey, what's up, champ? Hey, AB said hi, y'all. What it do, champ? You good? The big fun, he said the big fun ain't ready for Charlo. I don't know. We gonna find out soon. Charlo might not be ready for the big fun, because he probably can't get up for somebody he don't feel like he should get up for. He already done made history. And why go backwards? What will he be fighting Sebastian Fundora for? Fundora has done nothing. Just like Errol Spence. Why would Errol Spence fight Boots Ennis? Other than him being number one. Errol Spence, when he fights at Cowboy Stadium, he be selling out the arena. So he don't need to fight the number one contender when he already a pay-per-view star. I want to see Errol Spence fight Terrence Crawford. That's the big fight. That's the fight everybody want to see. That's the biggest fight that can be made right now. Not Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Even though they might do bigger numbers and sell out a big arena overseas in the United Kingdom, that's not the biggest fight in the world right now. The biggest fight in the world right now would be Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford at K9 Boxing. That's real talk. If y'all just tapping in and y'all new to the channel, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button constantly. Jab or right hand that like button or the subscribe button. And you can follow me on YouTube at K9 Boxing. And don't forget the notifications. And you can follow me at Instagram at K9 Boxing and Facebook. We all over. You hear me? We all over, y'all, for sure. Yeah, I actually had a young man that was interested in making me a card. Actually made me a card and never got back with him. Yeah, a collectible card. Yes, indeed. I have looked into that and talked to somebody about that. I just didn't see how I could benefit from that. So I left it alone. No, Floyd ain't fight. Floyd fight got canceled. You got to do your homework, James. James, do your homework, champ. Come on, somebody. The fight got canceled. Yep. And I think it wasn't enough buys. I don't think they probably just thought that Floyd was going to be able to do it because he Floyd. Okay, yeah, I ain't never saw it. Yeah. Matter of fact, send me that same um you said a collectible card. Send me that on Instagram, just the breaks. My Instagram is K9 Boxing because I want to see is that the same guy that made me a card and now he got it on eBay just to see if that's him. Because that's scandalous if that's really him. So this the breaks. Please go to my Instagram. It's called K9 Boxing. So I can see. Forward me that that card that's on eBay that you say it's a card of me on eBay called K9 Boxing. So I can see if my man try to use me for his own good. Yeah, send it to me. Okay. Well, listen, do me a favor, because I don't have my phone with me right now to be able to type that in or to remember what you just tapped in. It says the original Cornelius Bunches K9 Boxing Large Promo Color Card Rare. Yeah, I'll forget. Okay, yeah, I need to see it. Yeah, but yeah, send that to me on Instagram K9 Boxing so I can remember. Cause yeah, I know somebody stole my gloves, a pair of my boxing gloves, the ones I fought with the extra pair that I wore in the Charlo fight, and they put them on eBay. So that's why I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't I don't want to say I don't like giving autographs, but I don't want to give an autograph to somebody that's gonna try to use that to sell it to make money off of it. If it's something you want to always be able to say, K9 signed this for me, and I'm a big K9 fan, then yeah, I don't mind signing it. But to sign it for you to make money, no. Now, if I know going into it, I'm gonna sign this, and you got cancer or something, they can help you to try to come up with a cure for that, then yeah. But just to sign it to use me to make money, no, I don't like nobody just getting over on me. Where mine's at, I need a cut too. Definitely. Yeah, do that. Do that, champ. Once again, y'all, Jamel Charlo is the undisputed super welterweight world champion. He made history last night. What do y'all think he should do? Do y'all think he should move up? Do y'all think he should stay put? What's next for Jermell Charlo? He made history last night by winning all the titles. He was one title away from being undisputed in his last fight against Brian Castano, in which I thought Brian Castano pulled it off, but they called it a draw. So fast forward, the rematch last night. Great fight last night. Back and forth, like that song Aaliyah had. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. But in the later rounds, you can see Brian Castano weighing down, Jermell Charlo getting stronger. And in the 10th round, Jermell Charlo caught Brian Castano with a left hook. Something that I saw was there for him all night. And when he landed it, it hit home. It was like lightning striking a tree. He chopped him down. So, what's next for Jamel Charlo? Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Triple G, Sebastian Fundora, or will he just retire and say, I'm done? Tell me what you guys think at K9 Boxing. Talk to me, champ. Yeah, I agree. He is on a pound for pound list. He deserved to be there. Got all the straps. And rematches, he get knockouts. The boy can fight, boy, for real. He believe in himself, I think his brother is a better power puncher than him, but I think he wanted more than his brother when it comes to knocking somebody out. He want to knock your head off See, that's the difference between him and his brother. His brother got that power, but Jermell he be trying his best to get you up out of there. Jamal will box you and set you up with a knockout. Jermell is going to try to knock you out. And both brothers are going out in history as some of the greatest twins or brothers in boxing. All day Stevie J said he knew that Charlo had it, champ. I kind of knew he had it too, but I wasn't going for him. I ain't gonna lie. I was rolling with Brian Castano because I think they robbed him. You know. He definitely can do what he want to do. That's what he decided to do, and what he don't have nothing else to prove. But the money is there. I don't think that Jamel Charlo is gonna retire because there's too much money to be made. So why retire? No. Yes, he did. Yeah, hey, Stevie J all day. I know you like his style. You got the same style he got. Come forward, Mike Tyson type style. No. You already know I know why you like that style. That's your style, son. That's your style, son. Yep, I agree. He did win the first fight. I agree. Yep. And I'm right with you. I agree. Don't care about what nobody says. You're right. Yep. Yes, sir, Spider Moose. Absolutely. All day, Stevie J. Yep. Well, I don't know because Mike Tyson ain't got the greatest chin, but at times he do got a good chin. I don't know. I don't think that Crawford versus Charlo is bigger than Spence versus Crawford. Everybody wants to see that. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong. If Errol Spence was to fight Terrence Crawford, it would still be big, but I don't think it's bigger than Crawford and Errol Spence. Well, you a bad man then, Stevie J. You a bad man then, son. I don't know because sometimes he did have a good chin and sometimes he didn't. You ask Buster Douglas, did he have a great chin? He's gonna say no. But if you ask Razor Ruddock, do he got a great chin? He's gonna say yeah. I think the greatest chin in boxing history goes to Evander Holyfield. Stevie J, I don't know if you saw this shit, boy, but yeah, your trainer, world champ. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if you knew that. But if you don't know, now you know. And Jamel got all of them the first time in the full belt era, we got an undisputed world champ in the junior middleweight division. Wow. And that's money, champ. That's money. And you can follow me at K9 Boxing on Instagram. And you can follow me at Father and Son Boxing on Instagram. And yeah, for those that don't know, little K9 showed up and showed out yesterday. And guess what? Just the breaks. And if these two fight, then yeah. But I don't know if they ever gonna even fight. I don't know if it's ever gonna take place. I don't know. Marvin Hagler did have a great chin, but I would have to say Evander Holyfield. Because Marvin Hagler haven't been hit by somebody like George Foreman. And guess who got hit by George Foreman? Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson hit Evander Holyfield. And he went nowhere. Go look at my video I made, the best chin in boxing history. Evander Holyfield. So SB said that Charlo is a different fighter from when he fought Harrison. Jamel beat Harrison in the first fight. There's no blueprint on Jamel. Well, I don't know. I think the blueprint on Jamel is the first fight that Brian Castano had with him. And if Brian Castano was stronger and probably wasn't overconfident because he knew he probably won the first fight, he might have been ready for the second fight. But not taking them from Jermell Charlo, he did what he had to do, and he's undisputed for a reason. Look, James, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I don't think nobody wants to see the rematch between Jermell Charlo and Castano. Nope. Yep. If you got the blueprint, you got the blueprint. There you go. Real talk. SB. Yeah, this actually would have been a great fight right here. K9 versus Sean Porter. Now, that would have been a great fight. But I wouldn't want to do Sean like that. But Sean did get better over the years. I ain't going to lie. He did get better. But I remember at one point in time, I was like, oh, man. Sean wouldn't want to do that to himself. Somebody, SB, talking about ain't no blueprint on Jamel Charlo. Okay, then. We saw that in the Tony Harrison fight. Oh, it's a blueprint on him. You hitting him with that jab. It's definitely a blueprint on him. Little K now, you good? All right. And then the fight that he had, because he lost that last fight against Brian Castano. He got robbed. Definitely a blueprint on him. So don't tell me ain't no blueprint on him. It's a blueprint on everybody. Anybody can get it. Africans, Dominicans, Republicans, Jamaicans, Russians. I think you have a bit too much of that crunk science for Portland. Yeah. We fight too much alike. And ain't nobody gonna beat me at my own fight. Hey. Tony Harrison was just, he just lost focus and just got caught. It can happen to anybody. Yeah, I get it. What a day. Champ, you back. Man, Lil K now destroyed his opponent last night. Why you do that boy like that last night? Oh, had to. Huh? Who? Oh, you did? Who? Oh, you dedicated to him? That was your boy? I thought you dedicated to the other one, to Jermaine McKenzie.
I know a dude more personally.
Oh, you did? Oh, what you doing now? What you doing right now? Yeah, who man, they crazy. Yeah, be careful with that. Don't touch it. SB, you tripping, girl. Oh, yeah, I hear myself echoing in the other room. Yep, that's real talk. Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. So it's going to take, a little bit more than just being tough to beat me. I don't know. I might have to disagree with you, SB, because if Bivol was to go down in weight and fight that same style, he might not be strong enough to keep Canelo off of him. He has some mustard on that jab, that right hand, that hook, and combinations. That same speed and power won't be there at 168. And he already admitted that he probably can't even make 168. So I might have to disagree or agree to disagree. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know, Spider Moose, you know. And I don't think Undisputed mean anything either if you're picking and choosing, you know. But hey, it is what it is. It's gonna always be what it is. Hey, little K now, you all right? See my little son over there in the background. Gotta watch him. You good, man? Gotta stay focused. I thank God for staying focused too, man. You know, it wasn't easy becoming a world champ. It wasn't easy defending the belt. And one thing I can say, you know, before I lost the title, I did defend the title. So I ain't just no one-hitter quitter. And even when I lost the title, I got the title back. So I showed that I can deal with adversity. I can come back from a loss and get back to the top. So SB said, explain what having a blueprint on somebody means. Well, I can definitely explain that. I got the blueprint and had the blueprint against Corey Spinks. Corey Spinks could not deal with my overhand right. If you notice, I knocked him out with the overhand right the first time. I knocked him out with the overhand right the second time. And he trained a lot harder the second time. And the second time, it was a bigger fight. But once I beat you the first time, I'm going to beat you the second time. The blueprint for me is if I fight you in a rematch, I'm going to adjust from the first time. Or if I beat you the first time, I'm going to do what I did the second time the first time, a lot more than I did the first time at K9 Boxing. So there you have it. And that's the blueprint. And I ain't talking about Jay-Z's song either. No, Bivol will want the rematch, but want the rematch at 175. Canelo probably want the rematch at 164. He's going to try to drown him as much as he can, weaken him as much as he can, make him get as small as he can like he did Kovalev, and try to knock him out. That'd be impressive if he was to fight Dimitri Bivol in a rematch and knock Dimitri Bivol out. They're going to be like, oh, man, Canelo just was too small at the time. But when they fought the same weight, at a weight, oh, man, Canelo destroyed them. Yeah, because Canelo be done offered that money to him, and my man be done cut some of his skin off to make weight, killed himself to make weight, and messed around and got knocked out. So, yeah, and that's what it is. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. But if it don't make sense, it don't make sense. It ain't always about the dollars. Sometimes it just gotta make sense. Ooh. A bark or bite overhand right. Did y'all see the sparring earlier today? Well, K9 wasn't there, so you know he fought, so he had a day off. He looked good. I saw the fight last night on video. He did his thing. Yeah, I hear you, Moose. Got a moose in the house. A spider moose at that. What time is it, little K9? Is it time for a bark, a bite, a overhand right? What time is it? Oh, man. We've been on this boy for 2 hours and 18 minutes. We've been working. Oh, yeah. What's up, Kareem? Boy, what's happening with you? You tapped in. You got here. My man's in them. Dog. That's my man's in them. Yes, Canelo is still that guy. None of the fighters that wants to beat him, in my opinion. Thank you. As long as it's your opinion, because everybody got different opinions. I think David Benavidez can beat him at 168. Now, if Charlo was to fight Canelo at 168, I think he got a lot to prove now that his brother then became undisputed champ of the world, got all the belts. I think that and with Canelo losing, I think Jermell will have you know, more confidence, and he be trying to outdo his brother. You know, that's what makes Charlo's good fighters. They both be trying to push each other, one trying to outshine the other one, and one way of doing that is to do bigger and better things. If tell me, if Jermell Charlo was to beat Canelo, would that be more impressive than Jamel Charlo winning all the belts at junior middleweight? Talk to me. What's more impressive? Jermell Charlo, not saying he's gonna beat Canelo, but Jermell Charlo beating Canelo Alvarez, or Jamel Charlo being the first ever in a full belt era winning the world titles at junior middleweight. Hey, get out of here. Get this little kid out of here. Hey, y'all gotta get this little kid. He got all his shoes all on the couch. My little son, this boy is something else. Get out of here, young man. Say, can Benavidez versus Charles should be next. No, I ain't pushing no mute. Okay, well, yeah. Jamel's going to fight David Benavidez tomorrow. I don't know. You know, hey, maybe the money ain't there. You know, cats. Sometimes cats don't get up for guys that call them out when they ain't got to fight them. You know, both guys kind of spoiled. And you know, David want to fight Charlo more than Charlo want to fight David, I believe. You know, and I thought that Jermell, I ain't gonna lie to you, I thought he was scared of Julian Williams until they fought each other. And he finally fought him. I thought Julian Williams was gonna get him, but little did I know. You know, so I don't know. I don't know, champ. Champ talk. Hey, look, K now. Tell everybody you did them push-ups yesterday. Cap season. A bark. A bite. Strong overhand right. Yeah. So, yeah, Jamel Charlo. Let me think about what he gonna do next. What do you think Jamel Charlo gonna do next, little K9? Think he gonna stay at junior middleweight or move up? You do? You think he gonna fight Fundora? Hey, little K9 said, "Oh, he ain't gonna fight no Fundora. he gonna stay away from that one, huh?" You know, Floyd could be saying that Canelo don't want to fight certain people because Floyd be hating on certain people. You feel me? So, hey. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all tapping in. Y'all hit the like button, man. You feel me? We just talking boxing talk. Charlo want to fight Danny Garcia next. We gonna find out. And Gino, I'm gonna remember you said that. If you right, I'm gonna say, you know what? Gino was right. The next time you on this boy and we find out he about to fight Danny Garcia next, and I definitely doubt it. You know, I don't think Danny Garcia gonna want them smoke. He already fought Errol Spence, and he ain't gonna fight. He's not about to fight Charlo. I don't even know if Danny Garcia retired or what. I don't know. Absolutely, that would never happen. What's up, Marshall? You made it to this boy, huh? Hey, you might have a good point there. You know, is he hungry enough though? He finally made some money now. You know what I mean? So I don't see the hunger in him. He could demand the certain fights, or you know, maybe I don't think Eddie Hearn could get him the fights that he wanted, and that's why I think his last fight that he's gonna have with Eddie Hearn is his next fight, and then they both cutting ties and moving. He's moving on. Sometimes you're just too good for your own britches, you know. I was too good at the time. I was current world champion. That's what them fights cost me. Fights with Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez. I looked too good, putting them boys on their back. And it cost me big time. Yep, cost me big time, y'all. Yeah, I saw that, James. I saw that, big fella. So yeah, Jermell Charlo, ain't no telling what he gonna do next. I don't even think he even know what he gonna do next. He probably gonna wait for the phone to ring, and whatever makes sense, or whatever Al Heyman tells him that makes sense. I think that's what's gonna be next for him. Let me see. He touched he did touch Bival's chin, but Bival is a big guy. You're a little guy moving up in weight, hitting somebody that's way bigger, who ain't got to get down in weight. You're gonna be able to take that power. A heavyweight can take a better heavyweight punch than and a heavyweight can take a better lightweight punch better. He can take a heavyweight punch because the guy's lighter moving up in weight. That makes sense. So all we try to do on this boy is make good points. Being in the boxing game for over 30 years and winning 2 world titles, you gotta know something about boxing. You feel me? Yeah, but David Benavidez, you know what I mean? He ducking somebody. This other guy keep calling him out saying he ducking him. B. Jackson. Shoot, I think with Bivol, I think what frustrated Bivol was that, or frustrated Canelo was that Bivol wasn't scared of him. And Canelo move up in weight, and these guys be moving backwards. They be running from him, and Bivol didn't go nowhere. He was giving way more than he was taking. He said, "I'm gonna fight the bully," and fought the bully. And the bully was like, "Dang, when you fight a bully, the bully don't know what to do. So used to just being a bully. When you fight the bully back, it's a different ball game." David beat Goliath. Goliath just, oh man, this little, oh, whoa, where'd that come from? Stop it! Yeah, but see, plant stock done went down. All it takes is one loss. Your career can be over with. Hey, listen, even though Anthony Joshua is still making money, that one loss on his record cost him $1 billion. I think him and Tyson Fury would have fought. I think that Anthony Joshua could have got $500 million. I think that Tyson Fury could have made $500 million. I think they would have broke the record for pay-per-view buys if Anthony Joshua would have never lost. And not only did he lose once, he lost twice. And I'm not saying that you can't, that just because you lost a fight, you can't become great. I'm just saying in today's era in boxing, when you got a country behind you and you can fight whoever you want to fight, why would you pick somebody, that can beat you or has a chance to beat you when you could just keep picking who you want to pick just to set up for the big fight? Then after the big fight, you make all the money, then you can go fight the best of the best. But Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, to me, would have been a 50-50 fight. I don't know now. I think that Deontay Wilder has a better chance at knocking out Anthony Joshua than he does Tyson Fury. And it's all just because styles make fights. That's why we fight the fights. And they got weight classes for a reason. And that's the reason why Canelo Alvarez needs to move back down to where he's more comfortable at and where he's probably stronger at, and not where he loses the power advantage. When you fought at 147, probably even at 140, you move up to 175, you don't have the weight advantage anymore, especially when you're only 5'7". Let me move on that. When you only want 5'7", 5'8", 5'6", because they always love giving people that extra height like they're really bigger than what they really are. You feel me? And that's real talk at K9 Boxing. So I don't know what Charlo gonna do next. It's a lot of possibilities on what he's gonna do next. I hope he make a smart decision because all it takes is one shot and it's over. And I don't know who had that song, "One Shot of Love You only get one shot of love. One shot of love. So SB and this boy saying, champ, you're telling me if Canelo was able to land on Bivol as much as Bivol landed on him, it would be the same results. I had to think about that one. You know, I haven't even watched the fight without trying to commentate it. It's different when you're commentating it versus just watching it and just looking at what's going on. It's a lot different. Yeah, and I'm just being real. And yeah, he just don't fight enough, champ. He just don't fight enough for me. How can we say he's top pound for pound and any of that when he ain't in the ring enough? You know, you got to fight the fight to be undisputed, to be talked about, for people to say how good you are. Exactly. You hear me? Oh yeah, that boy. One thing about James Toney got that defense. I think he got that shoulder roll down pack better than anybody. What they call it the Philly shell, but it originated from what I know and from hearing Floyd Mayweather Sr. say it came from Michigan, and James Toney was the best at rolling that shoulder. Real talk. Get you out of here, SB. Watch out. Watch out. Glove up. And shout out to Lights Out, my homeboy, who rep Lights Out, Jermaine McKenzie, man. He passed the other day. And that's sad, man. It's really sad. You know, boy, and I didn't even know about the funeral until the last minute. Shout out to my dog. Yeah. Jermaine McKenzie. Man, God rest your soul. SB, that gotta be for me. Back at you, champ. Back at you, champ. Back at you, champ. Yeah, so like I say, bro, I just wanted to just tap in with y'all. You know, I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer. I'm trying to get SB on this boy, but SB don't want to go on here. SB, can I get you to tap in? Huh? Yo. Say Tony had that. Anyone, anywhere, anyway, anytime attitude, same as Roy Jones. Yeah, same as Roy Jones. You ain't lying. Real talk. Once again, I got to keep on, letting y'all see it while it's right in my face. Y'all see it? Look nice, don't it? Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for this belt. Thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Jesus. Boy, when God bless you to make it to that level, you gotta praise him. God is good, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay out the way, man. Eat good. Live right. A bark, a bite, the overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. If y'all just tapping in, y'all definitely make sure y'all hit the like button. Yeah, he had a whole lot. That's one thing about James Toney. Definitely, he had the whole package. And what he did to Michael Nunn, classic. Classic. Oh, Sigma and Fruit said lions only. Do y'all agree? Now, last night was one lion only, but I see you got an S on that. So, one thing about Jamel Charlo though, he is definitely fighting the best. You don't get all the belts and not fight the best. Jermell Charlo, on the other hand, he can't get the fights that he wants, I believe, and some of the fights that he do want, he's not able to get. So I don't know, man. The fight that I would like to see, and I'll pay for it. Pay-per-view would be David Benavidez versus Jermell Charlo. But Jermell Charlo is at middleweight, but he's willing to move up and weight to fight Canelo Alvarez, well, give him the same amount of money to move up to fight David Benavidez. Talk to me. And if you're new to the channel, like I think you are, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That's right, this is the channel. Maybe you don't know, but now you know. Yeah, we in the building. Hit the like button, share the video. Let's go, champ. Hashtag dogs us. And still, we can still say and still because he was already a champion. He just won another belt last night. He was one belt away from getting all the belts and got it last night. Shout out to the Charlos. They done made history. What's up, Big Music? Gadding this boy. Much love. Appreciate you too. SB. Big Music, what's happening, bro? Do you hear me? Got on this boy late, but I said, know how they say, better late than never, right? Definitely appreciate you. Big Music, who you think Charlo should fight next? Talk to me. Appreciate you, SB. I think he'll hold all the belts until he move up. Until he move up. Yeah, and we don't know who he's going to fight next, what he's going to do next. I don't even think he know what he's going to do next. He's going to wait for the best offer. Yep. I agree with you, MJ. And that ain't Michael Jordan either, Marshall Jenkins. Yes, sir. Well, you're going to have to call it a night, y'all. I ain't going to lie. I'm tired in the mud. I just watched the Jermaine Taylor video. Yes. Fire. You talking about the Jermaine Taylor video, the one I put up? Huh, B. Jackson? Talk to me. Yeah, I guess you're talking about the one I put up just now. Oh, yeah. Did you like the video? Oh, yeah. Well, shoot it to me on Instagram at K9 Boxing. Appreciate you, Big Jackson. Did you like the video? Tell everybody how if you like the video or not. Yeah, James, yeah. Shoot it to me, my brody. I got one, too. Don't bark if you can't bite. Team K9 in the building. Let's go, champ. From the hood to Hollywood. Let's go, champ. Y'all make sure y'all take care of y'all family, man. Take care of yourselves and keep God first. Stay out the way. At the end of the day, we are champs. We are champs. Whether you got the belt or not, we are champs. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Yes, yeah, B. Jackson, for real. I'm telling you, man. That's a great video. The sad story about Jermaine Taylor, that's a video everybody should watch right here on my YouTube channel. Very informative. Very informative. Yeah, well, we'll know within the next weeks or months what will be next for Jamel Charlo. Well, then again, who knows? Because, a lot of the PBC fighters only fight once a year. So who knows what's next for Jamel Charlo? Hopefully we'll find out sooner than later. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight against Sebastian Fundora. That'd be a great fight. Then we'd really know if Fundora is ready. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight against Terrence Crawford. If Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence was to fight and Terrence Crawford was to win. I wouldn't mind on seeing him moving up in weight and fighting Triple G. I mean, it's a lot of possibilities. You know, we'll find out, like I said, in the near future. Y'all keep supporting boxing, and y'all keep taking care of y'all families. Y'all keep supporting positivity. Y'all keep God first. Thank y'all for tapping in. We out of here, y'all. Much love, peace, and hair grease at K-Town Boxing. Let's go, champ. Let's go.